for y'all coming out today. I really am. We are looking at yet another historic first in the Ohio State House. This is the largest rose delivery in State House history. Last year we had the largest balloon delivery, heart balloon delivery in State House history. But helium balloons aren't allowed in the Senate, as it turns out. So we are delivering red roses. I don't know anybody in America that doesn't love getting red roses. These are, as you can see, they're ribboned off into 3 sets of 3. Let me read you. In fact, let me just pull you one out here. Here's a bunch here. Let me read it to you. This is Senator Shannon Jones. By the way, the winner in this Valentine extravaganza is Senator Shannon Jones. She is receiving 20 dozen roses today because she is a member of leadership. She's also on the committee that's hearing the bill. The 3 roses, many of you know, of course, the rose is a symbol of love. What many don't realize is this has always been the symbol in the last 40 years, the symbol of the right to life movement, the symbol of the pro-life movement. So each rose represents a baby who would be saved every hour once the heartbeat bill becomes law. And so what it says on the card is, Dear Senator Shannon Jones, the heartbeat bill will save 3 Ohio babies with beating hearts every single hour. Please don't wait any longer to pass House Bill 125 to protect them. With heartfelt thanks, this one is from Robert George in Fairfield, Ohio. On the backs of the cards is this verse, Proverbs 24:11. It says, rescue those who are being unjustly sentenced to die. Save them as they stagger to their death. Don't excuse yourself by saying, look, we didn't know. For God, who understands all hearts, and He sees you, and He who guards your soul knows that you knew. He will repay all people as their actions deserve. Proverbs 24:11 is the verse on the back of the card. The message is from Ohioans, and it goes beyond. And this is one of the 20 dozen roses that Shannon Jones is going to be getting. Now, the members of leadership are each going to get a dozen. But everybody in the House, in fact, the members of the committee, I believe, are getting 9 dozen each, 8 or 9 dozen each for the committee members. And everybody's getting several dozen roses, as you can see. The number here is 2,200 roses. That is actually the number of babies who are saved every single month that the heartbeat bill will become law. And I'm very grateful that my good friend, the Defender of Life Award recipient, Jim Beakey, is here. He was here just a minute ago when it looked a whole lot better in the hearing room, but we are nothing if not flexible. Jim, why don't you come on up and say a few words. He was one of the people who helped to steer the heartbeat bill through the House. You remember last Valentine's Day, Jim, when we delivered balloons? We had more balloons than could fit in an elevator. I remember Ann kind of chasing us down there was a street, and they were all tangled up, but it was a lot of fun. Jim, say a few words if you would.
Thank you, Jan, and thank you this morning for coming to hear the real need that we have to pass House Bill 125. Since 1973, we've had about 50 million abortions in this country, and as Jan has outlined, the significance of the 2,200 roses here. And so, while I'm technically a freshman, this is actually the 10th year that I've had the privilege of serving in the Ohio House. And the Life Movement has just worked tirelessly on behalf of the sanctity of life. And in my opinion, there's no question that the decay that we have in this country today with regards to respect and value for life has some of its roots in 1973. And it is incumbent upon us to refocus on a daily basis and from a heart basis on Valentine's Day to not only respect the sanctity of life, but to protect the lives of the unborn who have no voice for themselves. So I stand here proudly in support of House Bill 125, and I know that ultimately our colleagues are going to see the wisdom in passing this legislation. And I appreciate all the work that's being done in the community.
Jim, maybe stay with us just in case there's some questions. Just a couple other logistical issues. I mean, we've talked about the heart being the symbol, the rose being the symbol of love and life. And as we have 22, picture this for a moment. When you see each rosebud, each rose that you see is representing a baby. It doesn't just represent life and love. The baby is life and love. By the way, I appreciate you making the shift as we shifted about, 7 minutes ago to this room. Thank you for being flexible also. But the roses carry with them that message, and they're from people all over the state, the heartland of America, and that is to stop the delay, pass the heartbeat bill now. And I think that with this message is one that will be received warmly, and hopefully we'll be seeing a vote. I would love to see, and I think the perfect time for a heartbeat bill vote is Valentine's Day. Bring this bill to a vote before the roses and the babies die. Have a heart, pass the heartbeat bill. That's the message from the people of Ohio. Here in the heartland, we are on the brink of this historic bill becoming law, and the only thing that's needed, you've heard it say it before, the only thing that's needed is for we had the hearings. It's as we know, it's passed the committee, it's passed the House of Representatives. We've had the hearings in the Senate. Proponent, opponent, interested party, but now the only thing that needs to happen is for the bill to be called for a vote so that babies with beating hearts can be protected. I also handed out to you what the senators are going to give today. There are many who said, well, there are two legislators who call themselves pro-life who oppose the bill. Well, there are 22 leaders in our nation who are supportive of the bill, including, as you look at it, Richard Thompson. He's the president and chief counsel of the Thomas More Center, the Thomas More Law Center. He's pledged his organization, as has Liberty Counsel, to defend this bill, should it need to be defended. Jay Sekulow, Steve Crampton, who is former legal counsel for the American Family Center for Law and Policy. He's vice president of legal affairs for Liberty Counsel. And you can see the list. It goes on and on. We have the attorney who represented Terry Scheivel's parents. These are the who's who list of attorneys in the nation. And all of them, in a united, uniform way, say the time to pass the heartbeat bill is right now. It has been a year. We introduced this Valentine's week last year with all of the balloons. Today we're here with the roses. But it's time to bring this to a vote. It's time. And I guess what we'll do is open it up to some questions.